Hello and welcome to a closer look at the Raspberry Pi case that I built on stream. I've had it for a few days now, did some modifications to it and wanted to shoot a video where I talk about it. Apologize for the lighting, could be better, but I wanted to get this up quick, so I'm making do with what I've got. So this is a Retro Power. It is for the Raspberry Pi 2 and 3. I have a Model 3B, not a 3B plus, 3B, so second, last revision basically. And we'll talk about things you may have noticed, how it looks different. If you watch the stream, you'll notice some things are different. But for those that didn't watch the stream, it is fake Lego made by a company, and they make them to look like other consoles. This one's supposed to look like the Nintendo Entertainment System or NES. The brick case, and you can see when you open up the lid, you find the Raspberry Pi right there. And so you don't have, even though you can see it right here, where you would normally have, if this was a real thing, you would have audio visual and you would have power back here. None of that. Instead, you have a opening here that's designed to be an opening for the HDMI cable and also for the power. And then I guess also you could, if you really wanted to, there's a plug there, a prong there for plugging a cable if you wanted like component or composite. But we don't want that. We want HDMI. Or if you wanted to run audio separately, you could do that as well. Now, I've made two modifications here. Let's talk about the first one. The first one is for use and convenience because I need to be able to remove this in and out, take this in and out to access the SD card, micro SD card, and also for storage purposes. I don't want to leave this in here when I'm not using it. So this part here, which I mentioned as being where you can plug in an 8-inch cable for adapter, doesn't want to clear when there was a Lego brick or fake Lego brick there. So I removed that brick and just put a little flat there, the smooth flat, so that it can be inserted and removed. It does cause it to slide around a bit, and if I'm using all the USB ports, it could slide out. I have not figured out a solution for that yet. There might be some way to make something where I can then mod it so it fills this gap when I'm using it, and then can be removed easily to slide the Pi in and out. I haven't figured that part out yet, but it's still pretty cool. The other mod I made is here on the roof of our kit. This used to just be solid of the smooth pieces that went all the way back, but I removed those to add a mount for my mount. This is a mount for a small HDMI ready monitor, which I'll show off in a moment. And you can see that it also has these Lego pieces. These are real Lego. All this is actual Lego that I have from various collections and bags that I removed to make basically just like a holder. You can see it slides around, it has some movement to it, but it's not going to slide off or all the way front or all the way back, and it can give me some give to be able to open up the lid, and it will still be stable here. And these are removable. I have not glued anything. I will eventually probably glue some of the base here and some of the internals, so that it can be transported easier. And maybe someday I'll replace this piece here with something so it's uniform in one long piece instead of what I've done here, which is just what I had available. Because it's not as clean as it could be, right? One would hope I would have something a lot nicer looking. But this is what we've got. I'm happy with it. I am now going to show you what I plan to use my Raspberry Pi with after this brief break. Thank you. And here is my Pi all hooked up. We do, as you can see, that I have a little monitor here attached, and there's some cables. Eventually I'll have a shorter HDMI cable because it's just unnecessary, and I'll probably do something to try to make this look a little better as far as all the cables go. I have a USB plugged in the front. I'll probably get a smaller little USB, one of those ones that you need like you put on your keychain so it's less noticeable. And of course, I do have plans. It's coming. Right now I don't have it. I have a wired 360 controller plugged in, but eventually I'll have either Bluetooth or wireless, with a little dongle for a controller. So that way I can kind of close the lid down more than just like how it is there. But this is the gist of it. As you can see, I have a video playing that's paused. I am using Kodi, Kodi, which allows me to play video off of the USB. Let me see if this is our Rumble video, the pre-show video for the League of Heels that we ran on a loop at PAX East this past, and then PAX Unplugged before that. Where I just grabbed random footage, people's promos, video packages, the very nice thing that we're on Penny Arcade TV, PA TV, and put it all together. And yeah, this video will play there. So this is going to live at the League of Heels table in Bandland when we do Bandland for PAX. It will be able to run it instead of running a little tiny Blu-ray player with a USB sticking out of it. I can run a RetroPie, and then also I can, you'll see in a moment, Kodi is running in another operating system called RetroPie, and I'll show off RetroPie in just a moment. And this is RetroPie, which is hard for you to kind of see what it says. I'm going to move the camera in a little bit. But RetroPie is the operating system that I am running on my Raspberry Pi, which allows me to, I'm just going to turn the power off because you don't need to see this now. It allows me to run emulated games of ROMs that I own, backups of games that I have in my collection. And I have loaded up with a bunch of wrestling games, and am I saying I will use this Raspberry Pi to run games during League of Heels shows? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, you can see me there. Hi. Hello. I don't know if I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to just have it as a fun thing. I don't definitely know that I'm going to be playing through Kodi, through the RetroPie, that videos, and I'll be able to do that at the booth and the table when people come by in Bandland. Because I think this is way cooler than a little DVD player with a USB. Having this as my device is another eye catch, and I think it's cool. And then, yeah, then if I wanted to, it's HDMI out. We could play classic games through it. And that could be... I haven't played N64 games on here. I've heard mixed things about it. But if I could get 4 USB, N64 controllers to work on this, this is a lot easier to bring places than an N64. Don't know. Can't say for sure, but it's something that I've been thinking about. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video looking at the mods I've made. I am thinking of other mods. As I said, I don't love this. I don't love the power and the HDMI coming out of the side. I don't love that. I'm actually going to unplug this and power it down that way. Piece popped out, which is annoying. But yeah, I don't love that. I don't love how it's set up right now. It requires more work, which will come. But I hope you enjoyed this little video, and subscribe on YouTube. Go to twitch.tv/PatBear to subscribe there, or follow me on Twitch. I build a lot of stuff. This is a unique build for me. I mostly build model kits and other Lego sets that are real Lego sets. But I will see you next time. Bye-bye.